Hello, my name's Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. If you've got herpes, then you really need to listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I've discovered about herpes and stopping herpes quickly, it's brand spanking new and it just might be the untapped resource that you've been looking for. I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly stop your herpes and how to heal your herpes without the need for expensive and useless and even dangerous antiviral drugs. And it won't look like white paint either. Anyway, Emma Williams, the health editor on this site, she's urged me to share with you details of an astonishing yet obvious discovery I've made about herpes. One that gets rid of your herpes faster than you thought possible, and in many cases your herpes won't come back. So in plain English, you're going to find out what is most likely the cause of your herpes. And you're going to discover the simple and the most powerful and frankly the most sensible cure for herpes that you've heard of. Every single day, millions of adults reach for their herpes cream because after all, they have herpes. It's like living with an old enemy, getting used to it. They are simply prescribed antiviral creams advised to reduce the stress in their lives, and the poor sufferer is left alone, abandoned, left to cope with what can be a persistent and debilitating condition. Because after all, unless you're the one who's suffering, it's just somebody with herpes. But what's actually going on? Because after all, a healthy adult doesn't normally suffer from herpes. So something is wrong. And if you suffer from herpes on a regular basis, something is wrong with you. And I'm sorry to remind you of something so basic, but just because drug companies don't know how to cure herpes, it doesn't mean that you cannot be cured. After all, you've not always had herpes. So you are capable of living without herpes, so something has changed. Now, whilst the herpes virus is blamed, no explanation is given to what causes the herpes to outbreak out of nowhere into something on your lip or your genitals. Now, I've been studying with adults and children with herpes, and my years of experience have led me to a following conclusion. Herpes outbreaks is caused by a weak immune system. Now, that could be a build-up of stress in your nervous system, conscious or unconscious, and it can be something hormonal or chemical or psychological stress like family problems, work problems, relationships, money worries, or it could be something missing in your diet like a vitamin, or it could be caused by drugs like antibiotics or painkillers or even antivirals. Antiviral drugs can kill you, and in case you are in any doubt about the danger of modern drugs, according to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of people caused death by conventional medicine, it's about 800,000 a year. That's about 2,200 a day. So it's now evident that the medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the States. And that's the doctors saying that, not me. And the proof's there below. So I was desperate to find a way of killing the herpes virus without harming your immune system. And I've seen so many people lose their health, and it's tragic. This was why I did my research. You see, human beings with herpes problems have been around for tens of thousands of years, but drug companies have been around about 100 years. And they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew about these viruses. So my first step in research is always to go back into history. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the normal herbalist books, I mean I've got secret access to some of the best books on the planet, and books that are mostly kept hidden away by rich collectors and private libraries, and even drug companies have got some amazing herbal remedy books. Or I look at books that science believes are not worth looking at, books written by people with no medical qualifications, but they've lived with Mother Nature all their lives, and they've had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next. It was in one of these books that I found the clues to an ancient cure for herpes. Now, of course, I've heard of these herbs before, and I've used them many times, but I had no idea that they would have such a gentle yet powerful effect on the nerves that control herpes. Now, most natural remedies for herpes are nothing more than mild herbs with a pleasant smell. They sometimes help a little, but for herpes they don't work because they're not strong enough. Now I expected my research to last about 6 to 12 months, but in 6 weeks I had a proven remedy that works. It's a unique remedy and it does two very different and very crucial and very essential functions. Firstly, it kills the herpes virus without poisoning the rest of your system. Secondly, it relaxes the person. It allows them to genuinely let go of the stress. They don't have to have any more fever blisters or herpes blisters, and they just let go of their stress. And every single client with herpes said the remedies worked, sometimes with just a few hours. So the combined effect of these organic herbs at preventing herpes is unstoppable. And I call the remedy Herpes Doctor. And it's proven many, many times now, because it addresses the problem that other medications can't begin to address. You simply massage a few drops of the remedy directly onto your herpes blister, wherever that is. Takes about 5 seconds and that's it. There's no white cream, no pills, no capsules. There's no medication that slaughters your already, worn out nervous system and immune system. You don't have to make doctor's appointments, or you don't have to go down to the drugstore discussing your personal problems. It's just a bottle of clear, pleasant smelling liquid. You can keep it in your pocket or in your purse. It kills the herpes virus and then it helps your nerves to relax. And it dissolves the tension out of your nervous system. But perhaps more importantly, it allows you to get on with your life and enjoy it without herpes. Less stressed. And that's about it. That's the mystery of curing the herpes. It's safe, it's effective, and it's affordable. Now, I plan to launch this remedy called Herpes Doctor with advertising and fancy packaging and sending it out to my distributors. But I never got the chance. See, word spread quickly about the results that I was getting. And then patients were coming without appointments. Herbalists were turning up, literally demanded that I make it for them. But I couldn't do it. It wasn't so simple. You see, I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently kill the virus, they came from the Middle East. Now, in these days, difficult times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment from the Middle East? Now, but I managed it. I managed, and I imported enough to make 4 batches. Now, I've recently got the herbs together. I've measured them, I've weighed them, I've mixed the ingredients myself, I've blended it myself. So don't worry about that. The Herpes Doctor remedy that I make are of the highest quality. Now, I've handed 2 of the batches over to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. So if you or a member of your family's got herpes, I strongly suggest that you get this remedy. It's called Herpes Doctor. Get it before the supplies run out, or before you consider getting any more toxic medication. Using this remedy, it's like I've said, it's like an avalanche of healing, and I say that for a very good reason. It kills the herpes virus, and then it gently eases your nervous system. It's like experiencing an avalanche of invisible healing. It is gentle, but it packs a wallop. Within a few hours of using it, you'll feel it on your blister. You'll feel it getting better. But you better hurry, because normally I only give this to my personal clients and fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of Herpes Doctor to anybody else. Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists or online stores know what she was up to till she's got the stock, but now she's got it and it's going faster than we both imagined. So if you mess around or order late, you may miss out. So if you've got a herpes problem, then that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. The result will be you're going to be free of herpes, and you're going to be able to relax more, be refreshed and ready to go into life. And that's it. Because you've got no herpes, you'll be smiling more, you'll be relaxed more, and it's a great all-rounder. And that's what life's about, being happier. So have a good look at the testimonials below and see how the Herpes Doctors help many people across the country get rid of their herpes. Now, you may have a few seeds of doubt, and that's understandable. After all, we don't know each other. So let me put your mind at rest so that you can experience this remedy for yourself risk-free. You can use this remedy for 90 days completely risk-free. You won't risk a single penny. Just trying the remedy for yourself. You've got an ironclad 90-day unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. But in simple terms, if this remedy doesn't get rid of your herpes, then send it back and get your money back. Or if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, I insist you send it back to Emma in any condition, and she will personally make sure you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. There'll be no questions, there'll be no hassle, there'll be no phone calls. Plus you can keep the full set of bonus health books as my way of saying thanks for trying the remedy. And you've got my word on that. Okay, so how much is this herpes remedy going to cost? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for an appointment, plus $170 for the remedy, because it is handmade, it's organic, and it works. But because you don't have to have an appointment with me, you're not using my staff, you're not using my offices and all the other stuff, then I've agreed with Emma to give you 50% discount on the Herpes Doctor remedy. That means you can get the remedy for just $87 plus $5 shipping. That means you're going to save over $280. Plus Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you a bonus set of health books, e-books valued at $127, and that's for the first 100 people who get the remedy. Now you can see, if you look below, that those books are worth more than the cost of the remedy. So it's an amazing risk-free offer to you. $87, it's less than the price of a month's antiviral medication. And it's less than the price of some anti-anxiety medication. And it's certainly less than the price of a visit to your doctor. So you've nothing to lose. So if you order the remedy right now, like Emma's still got it on stock, you're still on this page, click a link below and Emma will get this in the post to you today. And if there's any questions at all about the remedy or about the condition, you can contact me at any time and I'll answer any questions that you've got. And I look forward to helping you. All right. So click the link below and let's get it sent off to you today. Okay. Bye for now.